Well, g'day everybody, Steve from Mudducks Touring Australia. Today I've got another product review, and it's about a product that was sent to me by Novsight. It's the Novsight Square LED Camping and Work Light. I think it's had a few different names, but that's the name it is at the moment. You'll have seen it on the screen by now anyway. Now, full disclosure, Novsight have sent me this light for free for me to test out. Now, I could have picked any of their products, but at the present time, a camping light is what suits me. So that's what I'm going to test out. So we'll unbox it, give you a look at what you get, and then we'll take it out into the field and use it. So have a drink, do whatever you want to do, and come with me, and we'll show you all about the Novsight Square LED Camping and Work Light. God, that's a long name, isn't it? So from this point on, I'm just going to call it the Novsight light. All right, as promised, I'm going to open up the Novsight Camplight and show you what's in there. Now, this one didn't come in a plastic wrapper, so it's just as it is. It's a fairly basic box. Back to earth. Okay, on the back of it, Novsight, barcode, the address where it came from, all that kind of stuff. So it's an unassuming box, but it's all in there. So it's got some pretty pictures on the packaging. Why this packaging? Let's not get into all that detail. And two boxes inside the box. So we'll go with the big box first, because why not? Let's see what's in here. So this looks like the main body of the unit. We've got a USB-A to USB-C lead. I'll just leave that in the box. This is all in plastic. How hard is it to get stuff out of plastic? Seriously. What is wrong with you, Steve? Just pull it out. There we go. Anyway, we've got the body of the unit. It's got a little yellow cover on there on the lens. So I'll rip that off. We won't need that again, will we? There's your controls to turn it on. That looks like a warm white at the moment. It's got the battery monitor in there. I know it's daytime, guys, you can't see. This has come with about 3 LEDs of battery power. And that looks like a cool white. Now what you've got going with this is different lighting controls on knobs. So you can turn it up to fairly bright. That's probably blinding you. Well, that is the warm white, and you can do the same to the cool white, and you can do whatever you like with that. Now, you'll get to see more of this, obviously, as I set it up and play with it in the dark, but it's a good looking thing. It's got a handy adjustable sort of base on it there, and it's even got a clip where you can clip that on so you can hang it up if you wanted to. It's also magnetic. It's not going to be magnetic on this particular surface, but I'll show you some footage. I'll overlay in, I'll stick it on the side of the car or something. Anyhow, that's the basis. It's got a red LED in there as well. So that's, you push the button there, and there's your red LED. Not sure if it's got a flash mode or not, doesn't look like it. And as I said, there's your modes of light, fully dimmable. And that's kind of a cool part about this Novsight Camplight, is the fact that all these lighting modes are dimmable and fully controllable. And it's not light, but it's not too heavy. So it seems like a good thing. So I'm guessing in here we will have this little lantern diffuser kind of thing. So we'll check that out. Looks like, there we go, just a little sort of lantern type of thing. Now that screws onto this. Now I've played with these before. My friend Brett has one, so I've actually used these before, so I've got a rough idea of how hard that is. Now I screw that in first go. There are times where it'll take you half a dozen shots to screw that in. It's just how it is. But now that that's screwed in, being as how it's daytime, I'll give you a better look. with the diffuser on. That's a really nice white or warm white camp light that I think will be good around camp. But just to show you where you are, and you can dim it quite down. Now when we get this out in the dark, you'll be able to see it better, and that's a cool white light, and I think you'll find that's quite bright. So we'll be playing with that. And as I've said earlier, you know, it does stick to things. It won't stick to this particular aluminium top I've got on the back of the Ranger here. But yeah, you expect that, don't you? It's actually quite well balanced like this too. Like, you can give that a bit of a shove. It's not about to fall over, and even if it does, it's pretty solid. So, I mean, I wouldn't go giving it a shove, but you know, you can, and that's not going to hurt it. So that's probably about as much as I can tell you about with this at the present time, until I get it out into the dark. Because, you know, I can tell you all the numbers, the lumens and things, but I'll do all that as we go through the video. But as I said, Novsight have sent me this, but I wanted another camp light. They gave me options of lots of other lights I could have taken off their hands, guys, but I wanted a camp light. So I got this one. So we'll see how it goes, and you'll see how it goes. And it could be days or weeks for me, but it'll be seconds for you, because it'll be all part of this clip. So we'll see you soon. Well, it's been a little while since I unboxed this, guys, but I'm finally away camping, so I thought I'd give you a bit more of a look at it. Now, I've peeled the plastic off the LED at the front, and at the present, it's stuck. It's magnetic. It sticks really good onto my table here. I'll give you a look at the controls. Now, you've got two controls on the back. They're dial knobs, which is a change from what we're used to seeing. And you just turn them, and that'll light something up. Now, obviously, you can't see if that's lit up, but that's got one of the LEDs is on. As you can see, it's shining onto the table there, reflecting. Now, I'll give you a look at it in the dark a little bit later on. That looks like the cool white. So the cool white might be on the left knob. So I'm going to assume that the warm white, yeah, that's definitely the warm white, is on the right knob. You can obviously run them both, but why would you? I don't know if you can see how many LEDs are there to tell me that how much battery power it is. Now, I haven't charged this yet. Now, as you can see, it's dimmable. You can see it reflecting off its reflector there. Now, that's the other thing I haven't showed you yet. I'll turn that off. Its reflector, this one, screws onto the front. Or maybe I did show you when I unboxed it. I don't know, guys. But anyway, it takes a little bit of fiddling, but you get it. You're seeing that lighting up. That's the warm white. That's the cool white. So I reckon that's going to come up pretty good. Now, when I'm still daytime, obviously, guys, so I will show you more in the dark later on. And you can also from here see that little clip that you use to hang it from things. So I reckon it's going to be a pretty good light. I thought I'd give you a quick talk about it now before it gets dark, because I don't know how well it's going to show up in the night other than when you're looking at the light. So we're going to give that a run, but I still haven't charged it at all. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll report back over the time as this clip goes on to tell you how it actually runs and what we think of it. But just to show you where we are, we're actually camped in a bit of a rest area thing here. So we will give you a look at it, as I said. Here's Kaz. As I said, later on. I'll see you then. Well, guys, it's a bit darker now. That is the Novsight Camplight on warm white on its absolute lowest setting as a beacon. Now, It's not quite dark yet, but I'll show you exactly how dark it is. It actually looks lighter than it is because the Novsight is doing such a good job of lighting everything up. If you look around, as I go over the top of the Novsight, you can see how much wider it is. It's actually quite dark. Now, we'll go back to the light because that's what we're here for after all. Now that is on its lowest setting. I should have brought the table closer to me, well prepared. Now, I've just tilted it up so I can get to the controls. I don't know if you can see, it's got 3 LEDs of battery in it, which is pretty good. Now we turn up the intensity of the light. Now that's flat out. Now that's a bit of a weapon. Like, look how well that's lighting up over there. That now looking away, I'm putting the light out of the shot, guys, so you can see how much illumination it's giving the general area. Well, it's lit Kaz up like daytime. Check that out. Now that's on warm white, so that's pretty impressive. And this is why I wanted this light, guys. So when Novsight offered me the light, I've seen these before and I've gone, yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's on warm light. We'll get real dark here. Look how dark it is now. That's just the ambient light from the sky. Now we're going cool white. Now that's on the lowest setting on cool. And that's lighting up the ground around us pretty well. Now it's on low. Now obviously, as it gets darker, that's going to be a very good light if you want to use that as a lantern. Now I'm going to get up, walk away a little bit, and on low, that is how much light it's putting into my campsite. As you can see, I've got no other lighting going on other than the Novsight light. So now I'm going to crank it up to full, because that's what this is all about. And that's lighting up my chair, Karen, the car, the swag in the background. That's doing a great job. Now if I just grab it and I walk through the camp here, and say I had it stuck on the car, on a body panel somewhere, because it is magnetic, like I said. That is what my camp looks like on the bright white setting. So that's the cool white again, as I said. You can turn them both on at the same time. Adds a bit of warm into it. Now they're both on flat stick. Obviously that's going to use the bulk power as fast as it can. So I've turned the cool white off and I'm just dulling the warm down. There's a nice little ambient light on the campground, and that's working well. And that is probably how I would use it most for me. But as you know, if you take that off, like disconnect it from the car, now that's on its lowest setting. Now it's in torch mode. Oh, wrong one. So let's wind up the warm light in torch mode. So that's on flat out, admittedly, but how good a view is that giving you out in front? That's pretty good. And if that's not enough, crank the cool up, turn the warm off. And that's what you're getting with the cool white. So it's pretty impressive. If we walk out behind the back of the car, we're in a campground, you get a decent view of it. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to leave it flat out like it is on cool. I'll stick it on the side of a truck. I'm going to walk away out into the darkness. I'm going to see how it looks. Now I'm about 10 metres away now. And you can see that's pretty well lit up. That's 10 metres away. And you can see in front of me with my shadow, but I can still see. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm taking big steps, so they're about a metre. So now we're at 20 metres away from it. And you can definitely see where I'm camped now. I don't know if going any further than 20 metres away is worthwhile, but as I turn the camera away, I've got this little fence line here that you can see. Now there's no way would that be lit up at all without that light. That's nearly another 9 metres. That's 29 metres away at the fence line there, so close enough to 30. If you look back to camp, you can't miss it. So that's a pretty impressive amount of light, guys. So yeah, we'll head back. But this is a good light. Now, they do retail for a bit. They're between 140 and 150. I think I mentioned at the unboxing, it's USB rechargeable. It's certainly got plenty of light output, as you can tell. So let's use it as a torch. Now, obviously, that spreads a considerable way. It's not a spot. Here's a little enclosure that we camped at. Now, if you put that in here, now that's lit up the whole thing. Now, you could very easily spend your evening in there with that, or you could put the lantern beacon back on it, which is, I think, how I would run it more often than not. So I'm going to screw that back on again. Now, I know earlier my screwing was a bit wonky. Take that as you like, guys. Wonky screwing. That's the cool white off. I'll turn the warm white back on as soon as I can find the control. This is riveting footage for you now. We'll go back into this little enclosure on warm white. That is quite dull. It's dulled off a long way, but that's like having half a dozen candles. And that's plenty of light. Like if you wanted to sit in here, you know, like I said, we camped in a little bit primitive in a rest area tonight. You wanted to play cards or something, you know, there's plenty of light on that table. Doesn't seem to be attracting the bugs. And, you know, I think that's pretty cool. Now, the other feature I haven't showed you on this light as yet is up here. Whoop. One-handed, guys. It's got that red light. Now, that is obviously not bright because it's red, right? But now, if you've got a lot of bugs around or you want your night vision to be intact, Now these red ones are not coming out the same area. They're just above the rest of the light. So they come out like that, guys, just above the dome there. But if you can imagine, you want to sit around, well, we haven't got a campfire tonight, so you want to keep your night vision as good as it can be. Well, you could have that on and sit there, and that's plenty of light onto your table there. I guess you can see my table's got a bit of light on it. That's plenty of light to see what I'm doing and not mess with your night vision and not attract the bugs. So I reckon that's pretty good. Now I haven't tried this, so you're going to see it at the same time I do. I'm just going to orientate that a little bit differently to get as much red on me as I think I can do. Let's see how well it lights me up just on the red. Okay, well, it's not brilliant. Oh, hang on, that's why, because I had the camera right in the way of it. So you can see me all right, I'm sure of that. Now, I don't doubt that the white lights will do better. I might get my trusty assistant in the background to grab it and turn on one of the white lights. So she's looking. All right, there you go. Turn the red off. It's hard to get good help, guys. The red's right next to the green LEDs, It's a button next, that's it. So that's the light shining back on me. And the light's below me and I'm sort of looking down at it. I'm trying not to get the weird visual for you guys, so that might be a bit better. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. Certainly doing a decent job of it. Oh, she's turned on the cool white. Oh, it makes me look a bit like a ghost, doesn't it? Yeah. If I was going to use that as a light to help with videoing, I would have it on warm white, but that's bright. I'll just flick it around again. Here's Kaz lit up. So you can't miss her. So I think it's working really well, guys. Now, that's that strong that I can see it's hazing up the lens a bit. So we're back to me. So I reckon that's a cracker. I might do a little bit more footage with it as we go along. But give this Novsight light a go if you're keen. Give my discount code a go, MDTA20. You should get 20% off. Now, I don't think that's just on this light. I think it might be anything on Novsight's range, but don't quote me. Anyhow, guys, that'll do you for this bit, and anything else I can show you later, I will. Perhaps in another day or so, camping a bit further. But it's certainly a cracker of a light. I'm liking it. So, what's not to like about that? It's a beauty. All right, see you in a while, guys. All right, I've been camping with the Novsight LED Camplight now a few times. Sorry about this strange camera angle, guys, but there it is. The Novsight camping lantern on the cool white. Now, I can tell you that I'm pretty impressed with this light. Turn it off for a minute. Maybe to try the warm white. Light myself up a bit. How's that look, guys? Anyway, I'm not going to take very long with this little report on what I think of the light. And sorry about the traffic noise in the background, guys, but anyway, this is the best I could do at the moment. But this light has been really, really good. So I do quite enjoy it. So there we go. So the beauty of it is it's strong, it's robust. I think that's actually more plastic, not a glass. And as you can see, it works pretty well. You've seen the footage of me using it at night. And it's just a good light. That red is really good in the dark too. It doesn't mess up with your night vision at all. And it just works well. Now the magnets that hold it where it's meant to be do a great job. I think this is aluminium. Oh no, it's still, so it's stuck there. I don't know if I want to drive along with that on there, but it'll stick there. So it's it sticks very well. I'm not going to hang around here very long, guys. I'm getting attacked by mozzies. But the whole idea of telling you about this light is the Novsight LED Camplight is a good light. A few people I know have been using them now, and it's just good. Like the fact that it's got the magnets to hold it down, it's got a little belt clip thing, like a loop there to hang it off stuff, so you can hang it up that way. Used as a lantern. You can direct it any way you want. It's got multiple colours. That's the cold again, that's the warm again, multiple brightnesses. And when you unscrew the cowling, it becomes even brighter. Like you're probably battling the look of that, guys, eh? It's just a good light, good versatile light. Without that bulbous body on, as you can see, it's pretty sleek and easy to operate and use. So, but for what I want to use it for a lot, being able to diffuse it a little bit and have it on the warm light is quite nice. So that sort of suits me there. So now I'm using it as a camera light, guys. As you can see, it's made a bit of a difference to how I'm lit up. So, all in all, I think it's a really good light to have. I also do have a discount code, guys. It's MDTA 20, Mud Ducks Touring Australia 20. So, but don't use the whole words. MDTA 20. I believe it's for this light, but it may possibly work across the whole Novsight website. I don't know, guys, but let me know if it does work across the whole website. So 20% off. Now, look, we know when you look it up on the website, you'll see it. It's not the cheapest light. It just isn't. But it's really solid. It's strong, it's robust, it's fully rechargeable. It's got multiple modes, and personally I've had it on overnight in red mode. I'll just turn that one off again. Oh, not that one. This one. I've had it on in red mode. You can see that. Yep. And it just makes a good camping light at night, and it doesn't blind you. So you get good night vision when you're using it. So there's not a lot more I can tell you. This video has taken me quite a long time to make, guys. It's just the way it worked out, but I wanted to give it a decent run. I've used it on multiple occasions now, and it's just a good thing. So get onto the Novsight website. They've got a variety of other lights. They make light bars and all sorts of other lighting for we four-wheel drivers and camping enthusiasts. So yeah, go and have a look. Let me know what you think. I know I'm not the only person who's produced a video on this light, guys. And I don't do a lot of product reviews, as you know, but the ones I do are for the products I wanted to buy. So if Novsight had not reached out to me to get me to do this light review, isn't it pretty? It's just a nice light. Look how much it lights up my face, but especially from over there. So if they hadn't have reached out to me to test this light, I would have bought it anyway. And sure, you're going to look at the price and you're going to go, they're a little bit exy. That's where the 20% discount comes in, guys. But I think it's a light that will last a long time, and it'll do a good job for what I want it to do for many years to come. Now, I will do a full review of how I found it down the track as well. Now, Novsight haven't asked me to do that one. I'll do it anyway, because I reckon you guys will want to know how it goes. So we'll do that one in maybe 12 months or so and let you know how it's been going camping. So that's really all I can tell you about this Novsight LED camp light. I think it's a good one, and I hope the video reflects it that way, guys. So I'll get out of here because I am getting attacked by a gazillion little bugs. I don't even know what they are. So I'm going to get out of here and head back home before I get eaten, because I reckon it won't be long till the mozzies come out. And once the mozzies are out, it's a problem. Anyway, all the best, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. You know, do the usual YouTube things, like, subscribe. It really helps the channel out. Doesn't cost you anything. You can always join the channel, become a channel member, get advanced videos. You'll get them as soon as I produce them, rather than wait for when they're due. So that's nice, but you don't have to do that, guys. You don't have to support me like that in any way. If you'd like, merch is available on the website. I'm wearing the shirt now, as you can see. So, yeah, have a look at that if you like. There's still patches and stickers as well. But you don't have to support me at all, guys. All you have to do is put a like on it, and I'll be happy with that. So, all the best. Take care of each other. Cheers from Steve and Kaz at Mudducks Touring Australia, and we'll see you on the next one, guys. Take care. Cheers. Wait a shot.